It is known by many names. The Green Spider-Man, the Swingy McClingy, the Substitutional Antidepressant, the Ape Escape. But for us, it's reverently called the Grapple Hook. Just like Flex Tape, this simple, long-range sticky hand has scientists wondering, what can't we grapple? Large gaps, fast escapes, broken marriages, speedrunning, all made better with a grapple hook. Welcome to Lightfall, and welcome to everything you can grapple with Strand. Some of the basics. Strand's grapple will attach to any entity, object, or just failing that thin air about 14 meters away. This weed rope will stay attached, assuming your anchor doesn't get more than 40 meters away, at which point it'll just kind of unceremoniously disconnect. Lastly, I will rate each grapple method on a scale of 1 to 3 stars, with 1 star being boring and disappointing, like my future, and 3 stars being valuable and joy-bringing, like the people who hit the subscribe button to this channel. By the way, if you come up with any other ideas for grapple shenanigans, leave them in the comment section down below. I'm genuinely interested. Let's start with some things that disappointingly don't work or aren't worth the effort. Despite the dozens of attempts made to grapple the explosive purple ball of death, Nova Bomb doesn't seem too keen on getting grappled. Stasis crystals do technically work, but they offer no practical advantage because unlike the real Spider-Man, we don't lose our web-slinging powers by being in the middle of a field. The deployable arc stripper pole sadly doesn't like being sticky-handed, so our dream of interplanetary space travel via electric toothpick will have to wait. Despite the little hammer that could technically having a hitbox, our weed finger doesn't seem interested in it, so it just kind of leaves us with yet another broken dream of on-demand man cannons. To round out our reminder of how disappointing reality often is, grappling a glaive or sentinel shield does technically work, but it doesn't allow for any type of fling maneuvering. Talk about a waste of an opportunity. The same no square grapple denial also applies to Diamond Lance. Rest in pieces, Destiny Kerbal space program. It doesn't seem like you can grapple projectile shots like rockets, but we can't tell for sure because there could be a large amount of human area, so, test on your own, at your own risk. Why would you do this? But what you can grapple for sure is players, and that includes players doing anything, which means that you can start a sort of barrel of monkeys by chain grappling a grappling player. Very funny. 2 stars. Grappling a roaming super is a good way to try to steal kills, but ultimately too expensive or too awkward for most uses. 1 star. Not in all cases though, we'll get to that. Grappling a player doing one of Destiny's many unintended zoom tricks like well skating or shatter skating is a great way to literally carry players in areas where it could be very helpful, so 3 stars. Both of Warlock's deployable assault children are grappleable, that being the stasis turret and the Child of the Old Gods. Useless, but technically functional, so 1 star. WWE SmackDowns! Lightning surge with a clothesline, and oh my god, it's grappled with a steel chair! 2 stars. In case you somehow didn't know this, these Strand tangles can be grappled and will refund your energy completely, along with a big burst of speed. Easy, breezy, beautiful, 3 stars. Speaking of grabbing someone's balls, for some reason Ruinous Effigy can be grappled, even when it's picked up. No reason why you would do this. 2 stars because it's funny. Backrest is ugly. It needs to be usable in ARC subclasses, but for now I will satiate my frustration with the fact that this works as a fast-moving grapple point. 2 stars. The Titan Bubble and Titan Barricade both provide anchor points to the grapple, and assuming you don't get turned into a fine red mist by a pissed off Titan with a high caliber fly swatter, this could be a decent approach or mix-up tool. 1 star. Using a bit of medieval trebuchet technique, you can use the downward force of a Titan ballistic slam to apply an outward force to the Guardian on the other side. The science behind the trebuchet is actually pretty easy. It involves several principles of physics, including the conservation of energy and the use of leverage to amplify force. By using a counterweight to, in this case our Titan, to provide the energy at the launch, the trebuchet can achieve a much greater distance and velocity than any other type of siege engine that will rely on cement. Trebuchet can achieve a much greater distance and velocity than any other type of siege engine that will rely on cement. Right, 2 stars. Now what if you just took all that science and said, to hell with it, rocket super go brrrr. 3.5 stars. Of the roaming supers you can grapple, these are probably the best to get out of the icky sticky situations with. These especially get 2 stars. Shoulder charge is weaker, but much like showing a Glock to a 7-Eleven employee, it 100% discounts your purchase of a free movement and whatever else you have going on. So, 2 stars. This and all other yeetable objects.
3, 2, 1. There it goes. There we go.
Bye.
No, I'm against the wall.
3 stars. Please send me spicy clips about these, I'm begging you. There aren't a lot of objects like this, but your tether will stay planted in a moving world objects. I can't really declare how valuable this is without more context, so Y equals X stars. As if it were sentient, and as a reminder of its power, while testing this grapple mechanic, we found out that Telesto and technically all other explosion or repulsion types effects will push the hunter's aspect anchors from their point. Currently, this is mostly useless, but if I know one thing about the Destiny community is that this will result in us breaking the game within a week. One star for now. As you saw in the campaign, you can grapple enemy ships, even when they try to jump to hyperspace. Very funny, good movement, 2 stars.
altitude.
3 stars. Not even the power of man cannons can sever the weed connection to your target.
Look, it's a fixed milk waterfall. Can we stop and...
But why would you ever need to do this? No reason. Why am I showing you this? Because it's funny. Stupid question. 1 star. Grapple the subscribe button. Bless your faces and deuces.